Hi YouTube. Who is up for a quick unboxing? A quick zombie unboxing? Hey, before we get started, and I don't mean to derail a very important unboxing, but I just wanted to put a link to a video in the description box for, it's ROF Helicopter, so Rolling on the Floor Copter. He did a full stack video, and I'd like to check out his channel if you get a second, and I'll put a link to his recent full stack video. He's got some really good stuff in there. So, I do get a lot of emails, people asking me how do I build up my silver channel, and the advice that I give is pretty consistent. Okay, first of all, I try to preach patience. Okay, understand that I had a channel for 6 months, okay, and at the 6 month mark I had 150 subscribers, and to be perfectly honest with you, that was 100 more than I ever thought I would get. Okay, you know, it's just one of those things that you know, I never anticipated my channel would gain in popularity like it did, and honestly, you know, for the first 6 months of my channel's existence, that's the exact way it was. You know, not very many people came, and you know, if you put out consistent videos and consistent content, you know, people will find you. And you know, in some cases, like I remember Belong P was putting out some really outstanding videos, and you know, one of the comments in his comment section was always, how does this video not have more views? You know, why aren't more people subbed to you? And the answer to that is that usually corrects itself. That little problem will usually correct itself as long as you know, keep doing what you're doing. And in the case of Belong P, that has certainly been the case, right? I mean, his channel has exploded in popularity, and for a good reason. The guy puts out extremely good content. Also, the advice that I give is go to some of the bigger channels and leave some good comments. Leave some, you know, do some well thought out research and leave that in the comment section. You know, I actually enjoy the comment sections on videos sometimes as much as the video itself. You know, some channels just bring out the best in their subs, and the comment section is fantastic. And you know, I've always felt like it's a real disservice, the channels that disable comments, because I'm like, you know, I love reading the comments, and I know that some of them are abrasive and abusive. I get all that, but you know what? There's always something good in that comment section, and that's kind of what I gravitate towards. And if you're the one making those comments, people are going to notice, and they're going to, you know, they're going to check out your channel. You know, they're going to say, wow, this guy's making a lot of sense here. Let me see what he has to say in his videos. Okay. You know, if you try to take shortcuts, and you know, fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong, certainly nothing wrong with that. Okay, but if you do like a sub for a sub video, you have to understand that you know, most of those subs aren't going to stick with you. Okay, you know, they didn't come to your channel for the right reasons. And the same thing with giveaways. You know, giveaways are fantastic, but you have to understand that a lot of the subs that you get from that aren't going to stay. They're going to be you know, they're there for to qualify for the free silver or gold, and then they're probably going to leave. So you kind of have to be aware of that going in, that, you know, you want to try to grow organically if you can. But patience and persistence are really the key, and it will happen. So that's just my 2 cents. You know, if you have some tips on how to grow your channel, feel free to leave them in the comment section. You know, I'm sure people can benefit from that. All right, so without further ado, I already gave away what's in here. This is actually a package that I got before I left for vacation. I just never got around to doing a video on it. So one of the things that gives me optimism for the series is, you know, after the Walker came out and the mintage was 47,000 and change, well, the Morgan had a dip. So people were already saying, you know, it's already done. Well, the thing is, the Zombuff actually has the highest mintage of the first 3 rounds. So that tells me that the series is gaining in popularity, and that's a good thing. And you know, the other thing that I like about this is, so first let's take a look at the Zombuff. This is actually my first one. You know, I appreciate that that Provident actually has that 1 day of overlap sales, where the two, you can get the two designs on the same day. That's actually a pretty big help for those of us that don't place large orders. And the other thing that I like about this is, you know, I was having a conversation with a guy at work who's a huge Walking Dead guy, And he'd never buy silver, ever. I mean, it's just nothing it would ever occur to him to do. So I showed him these rounds, and he now has the full set. And he's buying the Zombucks because he's a zombie freak, and he loves this stuff. So it appeals to an audience outside of the silver market, and I love that. I love that aspect of it. Here is the Barber. Very cool. Very happy to have these. Keep the set going. So one thing so it will be interesting to see if the Barber is able to take the momentum that the Zombuff had and run with it. You know, I'm really interested to see how this one does over the next few months. But like I said, the fact that it has crossover appeal to people that normally wouldn't buy silver is it's a net positive to me. And so, I also buy the copper. Now, I don't normally buy copper rounds, but I have noticed that when you're talking about resale on eBay, I noticed that the auctions that have the copper round as well as the silver and everything in airtights actually do much better than just simply the silver round. So it's actually worth $1.69 to pick up the copper to go with the silver. And here is the copper Barber. So I do actually, I have another purchase coming, and I feel like I got really lucky. It's coming this weekend, and I'd actually like to do a video tomorrow on eBay coupons, because I've been really lucky getting the eBay 10% off coupons. And a buddy of mine, actually his account, you know, he keeps giving me a hard time about it because they keep popping up for me. And I actually was able to give him my last one, like a fool. I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't in a position to buy anything. And he was, so I let him, he saved like $45 on a tube of Eagles. But his account wasn't actually set up for him to receive these coupons, so I was able to fix that for him. And I'll do a video tomorrow on that and show you. And I'd like to do a little research. So far I've come up with nothing. I'd like to do a little research on how to make sure you can get these 10% off coupons. You know, how do you increase the likelihood that you get them from eBay? And like I said, I've been pretty lucky, so I'm wondering if what I'm doing, I don't know if it's random or if what I'm doing is actually working, but they've been sending them to me fairly regularly. And I actually made a small purchase that seemed to trigger the 10% off coupon because it came literally right after. So I'll share with you guys what I did, show you how to make sure that in your account you're actually set up to receive these coupons, and maybe we can talk about how do you increase the odds of getting it. But here's the bottom line. I was able to buy some premium gold, okay, a half-ounce premium gold coin for spot. And you certainly can't beat that delivered to my door. So that was one thing that I was pretty psyched about with this whole thing. And I want to make sure that you guys that use eBay are set up to maximize its value to you. So, all right, guys. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, and take care. Couple of zombie rounds.